A recent article in the Newport Daily News highlighted some of the controversy involved in the Rhode Island Open Meetings Act, now some 20 years since it's had a thorough review. Seems there are those in Tiverton who believe that the provision of the OMA concerning executive sessions needs some adjustment. The article points out many of the ways government can slow you down. All government groups in Rhode Island have to conform to the OMA and publish agendas and then minutes. But like all aspects of human behavior, there are those who find a way to get around things. So the good folks in Tiverton are unhappy when an agenda item they want to talk to comes after all the routine business they have to sit through without falling asleep. Or an executive session is scheduled just before the regular meeting. If the executive session is to be after the general meeting, then some $400 an hour lawyer will have to sit through the routine until the executive session convenes. So what's best? If the executive session is first, then one of the prime reasons for executive sessions may be lost. That would be to allow the members of the executive group to gather and speak freely with each other, knowing the minutes would be sealed from public scrutiny. Now, I'm not sure that really happens in partisan committees and councils. Nevertheless, the rush to get through the session may cause less informed decisions. One suggestion in the paper was to schedule the executive session at 10 p.m. Most of us are home asleep by then, of course. Don't think that will work. Now, if you really want to get into the thick of open meetings, all you need to do is go to riag.ri.gov. Here you will find the Attorney General's Guide to Open Government in Rhode Island, 6th edition. It's all there. The AG has put together a reference guide to the judicial decisions, the statutes, and Attorney General findings and advisory opinions relating to the OMA. So you now believe you can read up on exactly what is the right thing to do when doing government business. Now, I wish that were so. One of the premises to open meetings laws is the public has a right to weigh in when government organizations are making decisions on their behalf. Sounds great. So everything that is going to be talked about during the meeting is put on the agenda and published at least 48 hours before the meeting. But weekends don't count. Can't publish on Friday and have a meeting on Monday. You must indicate the date the notice was posted, B, the date of the meeting, C, the time of the meeting, D, the location of the meeting, and of course, a statement specifying the nature of the business to be discussed. That should cover it. But a whole bunch of little things can go wrong. In a court case, Rainey versus Warren Town Council, it was determined that the notice didn't contain sufficient information to apprise the public of the nature of the business to be discussed. And so it goes. It is no wonder we have a tough time convincing good citizens to run for office. The whole process of open government has tied a noose around their necks. I got elected for a 3-year term of office on the Portsmouth Water and Fire District Board by 1 vote. The board is one of the Rhode Island quasi-governments. 7 members on the board with a majority vote required to get things done. Now, I had to learn all about the open meetings law. First, I couldn't talk to the other board members before a meeting without violating the OMA. Ridiculous. So after getting the read ahead and wanting to push for a particular way forward, I couldn't. I tried sending emails to everyone presenting my conclusions. I didn't ask for a response, but the board majority told the district's lawyer to send a violation notice to the AG. Fortunately, the AG's reviewers found no merit in the case. There was no evidence I was trying to sway a quorum to vote my way, but of course I was. One of the bad parts of the OMA is the limitations on debate. By the time an issue is addressed in an official meeting, the time is not available to have a real open discussion, particularly if a bunch of us want a chance to talk. I have been at town council meetings in Portsmouth that went on literally forever. I have become concerned that Rhode Island public officials have been given bad advice that has forced them into executive sessions at the drop of a hat. Lawyers love executive sessions. Town council and school committee lawyers looking to justify their paychecks will weasel word anything to frighten the elected officials. You should talk about this in executive session. Now, if I ever get elected again, I will promise never to go into executive session. Vote for me. I do have a footnote. If you want to read about the ACLU's latest feeling about OMA violations, they published in February of this year, visit rifuture.org. The ACLU is calling for extensive amendments to the Act, and I agree. Thank you for watching, and God bless.